Why aren't your MSP digital marketing efforts turning into qualified leads? It's probably because your marketing funnel is built backwards. So, the real reason that MSP marketing funnels tend to break leads before they even reach sales is typically because the messaging on MSP websites is focused on features and their business. And all of this is true information, like you do offer that and you do offer it well, but you're really wanting to focus on the pains of the people that you're wanting to work with. The people that you want to work with can't be everybody all the time. Well, as an MSP, you can help and support a broad range of businesses. You really do want to work on finding the people that you feel very well adept at working with and speak to their pains. It's not a problem to niche into an area. You don't have to exclude other businesses, but you can get very specific about those pains and how you solve them. So, being able to segment your audience and then nurture them specifically is really going to help your website convert a lot better and your sales process. You also want to map out your website to accommodate that buyer's journey. So, what mental state are they in when they're deciding, I'm ready to switch MSPs? And they may not want to make that decision for a long time. The MSP buying cycle is sometimes over a year, maybe 18 months before they make a decision. So they're going to come to your site, they're going to look at some information, and then maybe not come back for a little while. But they want that initial experience to be good. They want the information that they glean to be valuable, and they want to be able to picture them switching services. What is onboarding with your company like? Set the stage for them so they understand what they're committing to when they agree to a sales conversation. And also, what would onboarding look like for their business? So, what really separates high performing MSP websites from anybody else that you'd find on the second page of Google? Really, it's that they have differentiated their value in messaging and they have identified specifically who they want to work with and they speak to their pains very uniquely. So, they've crafted calls to action that set the stage, have that emotional tie, and provide value. They have created nurturing and landing pages that support the sales cycle, both before someone has committed to the conversation and also after by supporting their sales team. These are a lot of different elements to work together, and it sounds really simple, but a lot of it goes down into really understanding who you are, what you offer, and how your buyer wants to move through that sales journey. So, if you're looking to audit your site and decide if your site is the problem, you really need to step out and treat your site as you have just visited it and are trying to navigate it as a unique buyer. Do you naturally know what the next step is? Does the language that you're using highlight your company culture, but also make the story about the potential buyer? Are you talking to their specific pains, or are you just listing tools and processes? They're worried about cybersecurity threats and how they would impact their business. They know that database is a part of that, but the real pain is that they are scared of what could happen if something like that happened. So speaking that language of, we understand how scared you are, or we understand how frustrated you are, or how much money this is costing you, that's really what they're concerned about. You can talk all day about tools, but it's not going to be what gets to the heart of how they're feeling. When MSPs work with a marketing agency that gets them, what they find is that they have a funnel strategy, and they look at how all of the components work together so that they have a comprehensive plan on how do you move from inbound or outbound and into a lead funnel so that sales and the prospect know what the next steps are. These are all built using digital assets or content assets that are leveraged with like a funnel strategy. So, how do we capture their information when they visit the site? And you want your landing pages to focus on conversions and to be measuring performance. So if you don't have clear KPIs, key performance indicators, from your marketing agency, you need to ask for them. Because if they're not being very specific about how they're measuring success, then they may be just hoping rather than approaching it tactically. And one of the other key aspects of successful marketing partnerships with MSPs is sales alignment. You want the experience of your prospects to go from initial impression to sales conversation to conversion to onboarding and beyond, to all involve marketing. It shouldn't be a handoff, goodbye, good luck process. It should be one in which you work dynamically together over the length of the contract with that client and continue to have touch points and engagement and build a strong relationship with the people that you work with. If your website is not converting, it may be beneficial to do an audit, either a self audit, check some things, just get an impression of what it's like to engage with your site, or pay for an audit where someone can do a thorough evaluation of your website, your competitors, your landscape, the target customer profile you might be going after, and even the addressable market that's available. If you wanted to niche into a specific industry and there's just not that many in your area, it may not be a good niche. So an audit may be valuable. And we definitely offer those for MSPs specifically, and can look at all the elements that we know are effective. And how we know they're effective is that we are an MSP as well as a marketing agency. So we're familiar with how your business operates, your packages, your people, and who you're going after. So we're uniquely suited to help you kind of discover those marketing weaknesses and try to build them up so that you can grow your MSP year over year, set predictable growth. So if you're interested in having a conversation about maybe where those weaknesses are, just book some time with me. I would be happy to talk with you and see if maybe we're a good fit.